To do that, I'm going to ask you to stand up. So here's what's going to happen. I'm going to put a word on the front. I'm going to ask you what it is. I'm going to ask you to say it. I'm going to tell you how to say it. I'm going to tell you how many times to say it. Then I'm going to ask you a question you know the answer to, and I want you to give me your gut reaction, your knee-jerk response, without even stopping to think. You got the instructions? Okay. What's that word?
Shop.
Louder.
Shop.
With passion.
Shop.
With enthusiasm.
Shop.
8 times with my hand.
Shop, 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 shop.
What do you do at a green light?
Stop. Green.
What do you do at a green light?
Go.
You go. So what just happened? I loaded up your perceptual filters with the word shop. Then I asked you a question you knew the answer to, and you gave me the exact opposite of what you knew to be true. Let's try it again. Be careful how you say that word. Okay, what's that word?
Hope.
Louder.
Hope.
6 times.
Hope, 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 hope.
What do you call the white of an egg? That must be a cultural difference, because in New York we call the yellow part the yolk, but I guess they do things differently here in Loveland. Now what just happened? Half of you gave me yolk, the other half of you didn't say anything and said, she ain't doing that to me again. But you know your gut was screaming yolk, wasn't it? All right, let's try it one more time. This time I'm going to give you a different instruction. This time when I ask you the question, I'm going to put up 3 fingers for 3 seconds. And I want you to wait those 3 seconds before you answer me, and let's see if we get a different result. You ready? What's that word?
Roast.
With passion.
Roast.
8 times.
Roast.
What do you put in a toaster? So those of you who chose to ignore my instructions and not wait 3 seconds gave me the inevitable toast. And those of you who hung in there and waited for 3 seconds tended to give me bread. So what's the lesson? Stop and think. If I had known that, I might still be married. Okay, take a seat. What that says is you want to engage your brain before you have that knee-jerk response. If you want to respond powerfully, you need to think about what you're going to say and what you're going to do. You're not going to just go in knee-jerk mode. Does that make sense?